Welcome to No Agenda, sponsored by Caesars Entertainment. I'm Sarah Soliman, coming to you from SEMICON West. Now, before we dive into a very cool new feature implemented here by the show organizers, let's check in with Courtney Stanley, who's getting all of your burning questions answered about the new social media app, Threads.
Thanks, Sarah. Threads launched on July 6th and reached 100 million signups in its first 5 days, making it the fastest growing app in history. So, should you be threading lightly or going all in on this new social channel? Joining me now to discuss is founder and social media strategist of Simply Media Advertising, Milou Pietersz. Milou, tell us what Threads is all about and what makes this social media platform different.
Yeah, so Threads app is the new text-based app by Instagram. It's very much and very similar to Twitter. It's really seen as their rival, right? A copycat, if you will, but it integrates with Instagram itself. So I wouldn't call it a brand new app in terms of, I have to manage a whole different app, because it actually is connected to your Instagram account. It's very much like Twitter, text-based post, which is the new shiny object in the social media industry.
With your social media expertise, what are you seeing users do right to create more engagement on the app?
Yeah, so what's really working right now is showing up authentic. Now, I know this word is a bit overused, but really being there and not being there necessarily to promote your business right away. But again, forming connections, showing up as your true self, starting conversations, joining conversations. That is the biggest thing right now. It's this whole, even you see a lot of people talk about that, where there's some people in the industry that immediately want to jump on strategy and predictions, and it's too early for that. And you see a division between the people that are just having fun, building connections, and the people that really want to just promote and be salesy, and that doesn't work, especially on a new platform like that, because people are craving that connection, especially with so much social media use nowadays.
For event professionals looking to sign up for Threads, but also overwhelmed with keeping up on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and others, what would your advice be to them?
I highly recommend for them to just get started with the Threads app and have fun with that. Especially, I think most people are to some extent active on Instagram, even if it's just, kind of a personal account, and to open up the Threads app and start building connections there, because connections lead to business at the end of the day, right? And especially because content creation is so easy on the Threads app, right? Just like Twitter, you're simply sharing thoughts, text-based posts. It makes it so much easier to show up, because we know social media is a full-time job. Other platforms, even LinkedIn, but Instagram and TikTok, all of them require so much output and creative input, right? On creating visuals, creating video, editing, and you don't need that on Threads app. So it's really easy to get started and be part of, the early founders of the app, and to build connections and see where it leads for your business in the long run. Again, it's easy to get started and to get yourself out there and connect with other event profs in the industry.
Milou, thank you so much for this insight. We certainly understand the value of Threads more. Now let's check back in with Sarah, who's in San Francisco at SEMICON West, to give us a look at some new, unique features added into the conference this year, after a quick message from our sponsor.
SEMICON West has implemented quite a few new show features this year, one of those being an opportunity to host a table for lunch at what they're calling the Taste of San Francisco. The Taste of San Francisco is a daily lunch program designed by SEMICON West, where the community can congregate and break bread together. This is an opportunity to book a table for 2, 4, or 6 and includes the price of the lunch. Seatings are at 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. The area itself is set up as a buffet with a different daily menu provided by local restaurants in the San Francisco area. In addition, the popular beer garden has a food truck fair approach and serves as yet another area for attendees to congregate.
The Taste of San Francisco is a finer dining option for attendees. The goal basically was to keep attendees in versus going out for lunch. So we created 3 different seating areas within the Taste of San Francisco at a reasonable price point. Attendees and or exhibitors can take a customer to lunch. It's a hot meal, so it's basically a salad, their hot entree, dessert, and a beverage, all for $49 inclusive. We had reserved seating, so if they wanted to book in advance, guarantee a seat. We created, obviously the banquet rounds from the facility for the general, but we also did 2, 4, and 6 tops for those a little bit more intimate business conversations that happen on the show floor. And we also created a 3rd area for all of our conference attendees who had lunch included with their conference registration. So we created reserved seating, and this basically allowed for the conference attendees to attend together and sit down and just continue the networking throughout the week. We really, again, wanted to keep attendees on the show floor. Convention center food sometimes is always tough because people want more than just like a sandwich or a grab and go. So we created food trucks. They're not actual food trucks because of fire marshal regulations, but we worked with our contractor, GES, and they created cutouts of graphics that look like food trucks. And we worked with Savor, our catering company, the catering company at Moscone, to create a menu that mimicked food truck-like fare. So we were featuring these different options at a very affordable price point that gets people excited, and they again want to choose to dine in. And then adjacent to the food truck area, we created the wine and beer garden. And again, it's just another hub to get people to convene and network. And as of 4:30 yesterday, that area was packed, so that people are excited to network throughout the day. And then adjacent to that, we created this game lounge that, again, just another networking opportunity, a day of walking the show, sessions, education, just another way to network and continue those conversations.
Attendees tell me this has been an effective way of connecting with their peers and colleagues here at SEMICON West, all while not having to wait in long food lines or leaving the conference altogether for lunch. We certainly hope this helps spark some creative ideas as you're looking to reinvent your next meeting. Now let's check in with Raisa Pascal for another edition of Events Express.
Welcome back to another edition of Events Express, where we take a look at some unique event experiences taking place globally. Each July since 1985, people in the United States have celebrated Park and Recreation Month to promote the power of parks and recreation and to recognize hundreds of thousands of park and recreation professionals that maintain our country's local, state, and community parks. This year's theme, Where Community Grows, celebrates the vital role park and recreation professionals play in bringing people together, providing essential services, and fostering the growth of our communities. It's no coincidence this is celebrated across the country by people wanting to get outside and enjoy a wide range of activities. From hiking and camping to fishing and water sports, there are a variety of ways that you can get involved. You can learn more at nrpa.org. That's it for this edition of Events Express. Until next time, I'm Raisa Pascal with Soliman Productions. Back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Raisa. Now, we've been talking a lot about building successful brands online, and our sponsors at Caesars Entertainment have done just that, both online and in person. Donald Ross, who has spent more than 3 decades with Caesars Entertainment, joins us now to talk about their flagship hotel, Caesars Palace.
We're sitting right now at one of our restaurants here at Caesars Palace. Caesars is the oldest property that we have here in this Strip. The property has evolved from a small casino into one of the largest meetings destinations in the world. Our 400,000 square feet of meeting space has the largest ballrooms, or 250,000 square foot ballrooms, and we've got 3 different areas of meeting space here at the property. We've got great customers that come back annually, as well as customers that come to see our shows. Just a lot of talent, a lot of excitement, some of the best chefs in the world. One of our biggest features for our meetings customers is our Palace Tower, which features a couple thousand rooms with elevators that come right into our meeting space. So guests can come right down to their breakfast room to go to the meetings and go back to their rooms at night without having to go through the public areas of the hotel. Also, the Palace Tower offers elevators that take them right out to our Garden of the Gods pools where we do a lot of parties, but we even use it in the morning for yoga, Tai Chi, and different kind of activities that customers like to do to get their attendees going in the morning.
Thanks so much for joining us on another episode of No Agenda.
This show is sponsored by Caesars Entertainment. Be sure to mark your calendars for our next episode launching on July 27th. We leave you now with a message from our sponsor.